They think I'm capping, I just beat the skit. I pay for the damage before I plead the fifth. That boy skit.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Ja. Welcome back to Shooting the Shit Saturdays. Y'all already know this is the place to be. Every single Saturday at 8. I got my co-host Win over there. Look at him looking fresh with the Nike. Just do it. He doing it.
Just doing it,
man. He doing it for real. For real.
Blushed over here.
Right. I'm man.
You feel me?
For real. Like, yeah, with the black and white. You know what I'm saying? Try. Shit. Where did you get this video? Hey, tonight, bro, he missed to put that shit on. Fuck it, bro. Bro, I'm gonna put it right there. Y'all see his name? Mr. Put that shit on. With the Nike sign. Right there. Mr. Put that shit on. Just do it. Y'all better take some notes from this nigga.
Little shirt on before this.
Facts. Facts. And we have some very special guests in the building, bro. Like, it's the one and only Asha. She was here on episode, what was that? Episode 3. No. That's episode 3, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, episode 3, she was here. And you was lit too.
Y'all
gotta excuse that.
She was lit, so you sober today, ain't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Very much so. I'm high, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so she may be a little quiet. She may be a little quiet.
No, I won't be quiet today, but like when I was lit.
Oh, okay, bet.
Why didn't you stop?
Dog. And we got the one and only Jeremy, aka bokehgod.
I appreciate you having me.
Man, we got a legend, bro. We got a legend here. If you don't know, you know now, for sure. Like, most deaf. So, like, I appreciate both of you guys for coming by, too, by the way. Like, it means a lot, you know, to me, to Win, to the guests, because everybody that tuned in, they come for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come because of y'all. So, like, thank you for being here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, too. Don't even try to play with me, because I know you forgot. Fuck. Click that subscribe button. Click the subscribe button. Fuck is you talking about?
Go do that shit.
Right now.
Right now.
It's right there.
I'm not going to start until you do it.
It's right there.
Be love.
No. Oh, okay.
Right.
That's for sure.
We was waiting.
For sure. So look, Jeremy, bro, you're a visual artist, a fire visual artist at that. Let me correct myself. I gotta come correct. But like, you are super fire at what you do. Like, I don't know if you know, but like, you're one of the photographers in the city that I look up to. Like, you're in my top 5. For sure. Like,
I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, your work is clean. Like, you clean, you smooth, you ain't a lot with the editing. Like, you are just enough. So, like,
I appreciate that. That was actually my goal. Like, that's why I've never used Photoshop. I like to edit it, but I don't like those drastic edits. I like people to be able to feel my picture, and that's how I edit my pictures accordingly. So. Right,
that's what's up. When did you realize, like, doing visuals, photography and videography was like something that you really wanted to take seriously?
So ever since I was a kid, I always would ask my mom for like digital cameras and stuff like that for the holidays and my birthday. Since Christmas and my birthday are 5 days apart, anyways.
Oh, and, that's what's up. I don't know why. I don't know why my voice trembled like that.
And her birthday is the 18th, so it's always an expensive month. So, so when I came back from the army, I was working this job as I was a manager, but I forgot the position, like the actual position. It was like I had a couple departments I looked after, and so I met another photographer, Gulandez. So shout out to Gulandez. At the time, he had like 14,000 followers. I think he's almost at 200,000 now.
Damn.
We became cool, and he invited me to come to a shoot, and I was like, I bet, you know. He was linking up with like these 2 other photographers from out of state, and so we went to a couple locations. They used me as like a subject for some of the shots, but they're pretty good at like, they're street photographers. Like they'll get nice shots of the buildings or old ass like relic like buildings and blah blah blah. And so we went back to work. The next time we worked, and we were working together and shit. And so I was like, I want to do photography, man. That shit was sweet to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, And he's like, no, he's like, no, you don't. I'm like, I'm for real. I was like, what camera should I get? I still got the camera and the lens that he told me to get to this day.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so, but like I said, I always like taking pictures and stuff like that. Like, even when I was in the Army, right before I came back, I was in Louisiana, and I didn't really do shit out there. But when I did leave and do something, I was going to check out the scenery. Right. So like I would go check out like certain areas and go on a drive, and like I would take pictures, and like I still got them on my Facebook. They'll come up in memories and shit. Mm-hmm. And like looking back, like my cropping was really was the same as it is now.
Right.
So
right.
Like if you don't know what cropping means, it's like when you take a picture, like it's aesthetically pleasing. Like if I'm taking a picture of her, mm-hmm. she's perfectly, like I wouldn't necessarily say perfectly center, but like the distance from the bottom to the top, mm-hmm. the left and the right is aesthetically pleasing. It's good on the eye.
Right.
Cropping a photo can be from an angle or it can be like studio photography.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't know. I'd always been interested in it, and when I was younger, like I'm not gonna say I didn't know what a photographer was, but like shit, I was born in '88, so like. When I was growing up, they were still like pushing college heavy. Like I didn't ever know anybody to go to college for photography, right. So it was like I didn't think of photography as a paying job. Right. I made more doing photography than I did. I've been working since I was 15. So
yeah, no, I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
But so when did you start to transform into videos? When were you like I'm gonna start shooting music videos in the city? Did you work with a lot of different people in the city? And still are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2016 or 2017 is when I started. It was when I ever shot my first video.
Okay.
It was
Who was that with?
What's the bro's name? At the time this was prom. It was a prom setting up, but he was also shooting his video. His dad was a rapper, so he was rapping too. And so that was my first video. I shot it with excuse me, Nino, Cinema Gods.
Oh, okay.
Ayo,
yeah.
Nino. Shout out to Ayo Nino.
Yeah, shout out to Nino.
Guys, if y'all know who Ayo Nino is, so
yeah.
I shot it. I used his equipment. I have my own camera, but I used his equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what's up. A lot of people.
I want to say he helped me edit it, but it's really more like he edited it and I did some shit. You feel me? So, but that was like my first one.
And he just did that off the love for you, or like
we
did you guys already know each other?
We did business together at that time, and
okay.
But shit. I would do shit for him, and he would do shit for me.
Right, right.
Just, like besides for the business, we're still, we're good friends. So, what was my second video? I don't remember what my second video was, but I shot a video. My next memorable video I shot was for Stunner Girl and Bang 3. It was only 2 members at the time, but Bang 3 is a 3-girl female group from Ohio. They were really big in like 2017.
I low-key think I have heard of them.
And Stunner Girl was the one. She hung out with Cuban now for a period of time. That video did pretty well. I shot a video for Sada. I shot a video for Drago. Who else? I can't think of it right now.
Yeah,
I've directed as well, you feel me? Like I've had people shout out to my man Mish, one of his videos, like I went to the mall with him. I styled him for what he wore. He had like Stone Island pants, like off-white, like Jack. I'll show you a picture. But
he was dripped up.
Yeah, I directed before, like I have people who want me to direct the video, but they have someone shooting it.
Right.
So, I mean, every time I've ever done videos, it started off like, because the portion, the part of it that I love is what, every time I would start up, that's how I feel, but then as I get into it again, it's more about the money because I really hate doing videos. Right. It's really weird, like the clientele with videos and photography are completely different. Like it's, I don't got time for that.
Yeah, they are too. They are totally. That's why I've never really did videos until
that shit's crazy.
Like maybe March of 2021.
People think that when you leave them that you don't stop editing their video.
Yeah.
Like you don't have other shoots. Like
you don't have other shit.
So I'm like, I don't got time for this. Like,
right.
I have a life. You feel me? Like I don't just do 3 shoots in a day and only go home and edit yours. You feel me? Like,
Right.
How that, you know, you feel me?
Right. Yeah.
So,
No.
but yeah, they're I mean, I'll shoot a video for somebody for the right price, and if they
Yeah, and if you fuck with their music and shit, like
if I gotta fuck with them, not even their music, I gotta fuck with them. If I,
oh yeah, you know that's real.
yeah, I don't shoot for just anybody anymore. Not no bougie shit just because I don't want to shoot. So if I'm going to, it gotta be.
Right.
You feel me?
No, that's respect though. So, what was your first encounter with Sada Baby? Because I see that you in Big Squad. So, well, like you the content director, right?
Oh yeah, that's new. That's probably I've been fucking with school since before. He got signed before he was with T.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Since like we blew up during the same period of time, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
the same amount of time. I feel like in the game, I'm not a rapper. You know what I mean? But
yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
As far as Big Squad, like I'm the content media director. So
That's what's up.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
When did I first meet Sada? So the first time I ever met Sada was I was at a video shoot for Swag Dad. Cause I know Swag Dad through Slick. Rest in peace, Slick. Just Slick B. We both started our career. He started DJing and I started photography at Burn Hookah Bar in Southfield. And shit, we really utilized the like he was already pretty well known. You feel me?
Right.
Because he was always known for something. Anyways, like he had a clothing store before. But he started his career there. I started my career there with the camera. So we all linked up. We went to the shoot. The video was with Swag Dad, Sada, and OMG Flu on Instagram. And I don't even remember. Like after that, I can't even tell you how me and him became cool. But like the next time I remember like seeing him. I mean, I've always seen him at the clubs too. But the next time I like linked up with him, I had picked him up from where he had stayed at the time. At the time when Instagram Live had just came out, and I was on my live when we were in the car. He was previewing what was supposed to be his project at the time. I don't remember what project it was. It was so long ago. We went and did some stuff and we took pictures. Went to certain areas and took some pictures and shit. But ever since then, you know, me and him were tight. Like, shit. I've been working with Sada since the work that I was doing was free, you feel me? And
right.
Obviously I get paid now.
Right.
It have been for a while now, but now, I still take pictures a little bit. Like I said, I'm doing the content media director.
Yeah, so, that's what's up.
Actually,
that's kind of what I want to transition.
I got a lot of the stuff that I already had that I want to implement in this book already. So I'm always taking notes. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Like you doing a lot of big things. Yeah. Like I said, I've always supported and represented. You know what I'm saying? Like what you represent. Like I said, you be on your shit on Instagram. Like overall too.
Yeah,
like,
I try to be. I slow down for real because I hate negative feedback, especially when shit. It's when people want to look shit up themselves.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like don't tell me I'm wrong if you're not gonna do the research yourself. You feel
right.
me? I've done my research.
Right.
And I'm open to being wrong. I don't just think I'm 100% right. You feel me? I know I might be a little bit of a narcissist, but I do know I'm not right all the time.
Right.
So I try to slow down on the shit that I post. One, because I haven't had access to my live in probably like 8 months. Like so every single month, like I probably should check now. It probably works. I just didn't want to do it. I broke the pattern this week. Every single month, they'll give it back to me on the 1st, and by the 3rd or 4th, like I'll get a notification saying that something got reported and deleted. The last 2 times it happened, it was blank. There was no picture. Like so, it was just like some bullshit. And then my live will go away. It's been doing that for 8 months now. I haven't been able to go live for more than a day for the last 8 months. So I go live for like 5 minutes every month, pretty much, and then like they just delete my they fuck, bro.
Damn, that's
crazy.
So that's why I try not to post too much real shit.
Yeah, nah, I can see that.
Because I don't post no naked shit, so.
Right.
You know what they're reporting. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're also in the Army.
Yeah, I was in the
as
Army.
well.
Medically retired.
Yeah, I appreciate your service.
I appreciate
you.
the support.
I appreciate
the support.
Like, for real.
Put your life on.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
that's something I know damn well I couldn't do. I ain't gonna lie.
No, me neither.
It's not. I was asked that. I'm not bragging. It's
that's
not
why I
for
commend people that have,
Mm-hmm.
gotten to the service, because I just.
Yeah,
Y'all literally go out there and put y'all life on the
Same us
line.
supposed to be comfortable like this. We can sit down and be comfortable where I live in place.
Exactly.
Right,
Y'all
right.
come and protect us.
You got a family in the service. I had a family in the
Yeah,
service, so you know exactly
the
like,
service like
yeah,
this.
that's what we fight for. We fight for the, you know, the ability for y'all to be sitting at home recording your podcasts and not have to worry about, you know, somebody coming into your neighborhood and shooting the houses up because they're taking over the territory or whatever the reason they might be here. So,
Especially us,
but no, I don't.
Us.
I appreciate everybody who's grateful. I don't, you know, I don't be looking for, you know, to be commended. But you know, whenever anybody does thank me, I thank them for the support.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
because that's a huge thing, bro. Like you're making change in the world. Like that's a very huge thing. Not that like you're not already making change in the world, but that's like a big part of the country.
Yeah,
like
no,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like
I understand. Trust me.
man, you need your roses, bro.
I appreciate it.
Like boot camp. I'm telling you.
Boot camp was rough.
I couldn't even get through watching boot camp on the TV. Let alone do the shit in person.
Look, I'm yelling at the TV like
I be like, damn, that's tough.
yes, like
Oh, wait. You remember what I was telling you before we were recording about, you know, how, like when your dad was in, it was like a different military. So like basic training, like it was rough, but like it was nothing compared to what the people before me and his father went to basic training. Like they probably used to get the shit beat out of them for real. We used to get exercised to death. I remember I did push-ups for hours at a time.
Hours.
Just like,
How long they make you plank? I remember once.
man, 30
Oh,
minutes.
yeah,
I think the most I've done was maybe a 30-minute plank.
I feel good. No,
My bad.
was 23 minutes.
Okay.
I was surprised. And they told me
But that was, you know, they don't just make you do it for like 30 minutes. Like, all right, y'all done. It's called a smoke session. Like they might have you do 10 push-ups, stop at the top for a minute. Do 10 push-ups, stop at the top for a minute. 10 push-ups, stop for 5 minutes. You feel me? So that's what's called a smoke session. So
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I passed out right then and there, and I said, like,
That shit was-
you can take me to weekend.
that shit was something else. I ain't gonna lie. I remember one time, you're not supposed to ever let go of your weapon. That's what you don't call it a gun, you call it a weapon, your rifle, whatever. And so I was in basic training, and I left it with, you call other soldiers your battle buddy. You feel me? So I left it with a battle buddy, and I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and I'm like, where's my shit at? You feel me? And he had left it over on a bag, and so I looked, it wasn't there. So this lieutenant come walking up with my shit. My battery was it was my battery lieutenant. Battery, when you're in the army, it breaks down like battalion, battery, brigade. I'll explain it. But so long story short, you know, I get my shit back. Obviously, I'm in trouble. So when we go back to where, like, you know, we sleep and shit like that.
Right.
Like it separated the guys and girls, but we were in the guys' living space, having, you know, like we always talk and shit like that. So they made me do a push-up for, like, so you know, we break the rifles all the way down. Like it's probably upwards. I can't remember. I don't want to lie, but I want to say it's at least like 23 parts, if not more.
Damn.
So I had to do one push-up for every letter of every word. So how many parts of this? Go ahead.
Is there any like? Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm trying to figure out how I want to word it, because it's like, is there any like positive like outcome out of being like in the army? Like, because I know it's probably not everybody. Or is it? Or yeah, but
the
like
benefits are the best thing that you get. Like, you feel me? Like the money's not even the best that you make in the military. You get more the higher up in rank you go. So, so if you get out, as long as you don't get like kicked out, when you get out honorably, even if you get out less than honorable, as long as you don't get dishonorable, you feel me? You don't really want less than honorable, but you don't want you don't want dishonorable discharge, because that's like having a felony on your record. Like this, like the equivalent of having like a felony on your record. And so, the best thing is, so if I'm getting ready to go to school.
Okay.
And I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all probably weren't even like around 10 years old the first time I went to, it was like 15 years ago the first time I went to go to college. It just wasn't for me. I'm smart. You feel me? I had like college reading grade level growing up, but it wasn't for me. So one of the best benefits is as long as you go to school full time, and full time means you can take your classes at the university, or you can do all online classes. But you have to have one class every semester. You have all online classes except for one. One has to be in person. It's just a rule. So, but they pay for up to 3 years if you go full time, and then they pay you a housing allowance. So depending on the area and state, like I know in New York at one point, like people who were in the military, or people who were retired from the military were moving to New York so that they can like receive more benefits. Like my buddy who was just here for my birthday recently from New York, he said at one point people were getting $10,000 a month in BAH, which is the housing allowance. I didn't think I was gonna be able to deal with that well, but cause I had a temper and like shit, who really like people being in their face, like
Right.
like they. So, but I did it, and like I never was like just like a wild, like I was wild in high school, but I never did like bad shit. Like I wasn't drinking, I didn't even smoke until like right before I went to the army just to try it. You feel me? And then I started smoking when I came back. But next thing I forgot what the fuck I was talking about now.
No, it's all good.
It's crazy.
I would say.
Oh yeah, so it made me a better version of myself, for real. Like it made me a better man. It gave me something that I lacked in middle school and high school, which was confidence. You feel me?
Well, that's all.
Shit, I was 5'1", and what'd you say?
That's something I wouldn't expect.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, like even with my confidence now, I'm still the same way that I was back then. Like I'm still the same way now. Like one, I'm kind of introverted. Like I have to. My energy is based on the people that I'm around, for real. But like I was 5'1" until 11th grade. I grew 9 inches my 11th grade year. I was older than everybody in my class, so I'm 5'1". You feel me?
Right.
About to be 18 next year, and I'm the shortest person, almost the shortest man in the school. You feel me?
Right.
Like I was always to myself. Anyways, you know, I like to read. I played with Legos, did video games, all types of shit when I was growing up. Like I just was more like I like being to myself.
Right.
So, but the army gave me confidence. I feel like every adult and person should have confidence, but as a man, like it definitely, you know, gave me confidence. Not like in no freaky way or nothing like that. Like I just, like I don't know.
So
I just carry myself differently.
Man. Sometimes it's about to assert, to assert yourself to grow up, and you know you can speak your mind. You give you that ability to do that.
Like, cause one thing I do enjoy doing is speaking my mind, because like when I speak my mind, half the time it's something that I've learned and I want to share it.
Yes.
So confidence has gotten to me where I am now. You feel me? I'm not a people person, but I can network my ass off because I make myself do what I gotta do to get to where I need to be. So.
Right.
Well, I was about to ask an angry ass question. I'm gonna rephrase it because I'm gonna say a little more angry. Have you ever been like necessarily like combat in the military? I didn't want to say the words.
Like no.
Okay.
Yeah, no. We didn't.
You never had to fight a weapon before.
No.
Okay.
No, not in combat. No.
Okay.
No. We used to get bombed a lot over there.
Oh yeah.
Like where we stayed and shit like that. None of it ever hit us or anything. Do y'all have any questions about the military after this, or y'all do?
Well,
if y'all don't, I'm gonna tell you a story right now.
Oh no, go ahead.
So one time, you know, we stayed in like a wooden shack. Like it's probably about this tall, and I'd say from front to back, it was probably a little bit deeper from like going from this wall to over there. And then anyways, you know, I was sleeping on the top bunk at the time. I was sleeping on my back. To this day, I couldn't tell you if I was like fully asleep and just alert, or I was half asleep or what. But I was laying on my back, you know, and I hear like and I sit up and I'm like, what was that? And then you hear it hit the ground. So over there, when they bomb us, they use a lot of old artillery rounds from when the Soviets were over there. So like a lot of them don't detonate, but they still hit shit. You feel me?
Right.
So like I don't know how much above me that was.
Yeah.
But I've never, out of all the times we've ever gotten hit, the base never gotten hit. I've never heard that noise before the impact. So I know that shit went right over the building. If it would have been building height, it definitely would have fucked some shit up. It didn't blow up. It wouldn't have blown up, but it, yeah. So we stayed right by the flight line. So every time we take impact, it don't matter if we're asleep and it's 4 in the morning, we have to get up, put on our gear, go out, stand like in their arm distance, if not a little longer every now and then, and walk down the flight line to make sure none of the helicopters and shit got hit. So, but no combat. One day we got bombed 13 times in one day.
Damn. That shit's scary as
You know, when I
fuck.
tell the stories, like, it's so weird to me sometimes because it feels like not that I'm lying, but it feels like a movie. Because like when I'm picturing, because I can only tell you what happened, but I remember what it looked like. You feel me? And so I don't think about it all the time. So when I'm telling the story, it's like a movie in my head. It was the day. I think it was the day where they had bombed us 13 times. We weren't. I don't think we were doing shit as planned. Cause shit, it was like we couldn't. If we had training that day, it probably would have been impossible to do because we had to go back to the flight line every time. I remember we were driving. We were driving. Actually, I want to say because it was a big ass open space. And I was in Kandahar, Afghanistan, Kandahar airfield, and I want to say we were on part of the tarmac where we were driving. I just remember we were in this little golf cart, and I was in the back. I think it was my lieutenant driving, and my staff sergeant was in the passenger seat. And you know, I was sitting like facing the other way, but I was looking forward, and I saw one of the missiles that they were shooting like come down and like hit this DFAC. DFAC is a dining facility. So DFAC facility, FAC. So and like I just remember just like bouncing like in the little cart and just like seeing this shit, like it just like felt like a scene from this shit. You know, that was the only one I ever saw. Like you always hear it, or you hear the siren go off, or the alarm go off, and shit. But yeah, I probably went on while I was there. I wasn't there the whole time. I had to leave because I hurt my back. We went on probably, I want to say at least 20 missions while we were out there. Well, I was out there. They went on more.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot.
Yeah. That's how I hurt my back, doing all that, having that big ass rucksack on my back, and
Damn.
I didn't carry an M4. I carried the M249, the SAW from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's a gas powered, belt fed. I forgot the whole specifics. They used to make this alarm, all that shit. It's a machine gun. It's about 20-something pounds, about this long.
It's big.
Yeah, and that's not even the big one.
Jeez.
You got the 50 cal, which is the biggest, and then you got the 240 Bravo, which is above the one I carry. So I carried that. I had to carry all the extra rounds, which the rounds and the gun itself probably would be close to 50 pounds after I have all of it. Then I got that. I was trained for a specific job there. I was trained with it was what's called a Valor Mine Hound. It's a metal detector with it. You can use sonar too to find like the IEDs, so that like what it does is use sonar to detect irregular pockets in the dirt, but you gotta use it right. So like I never had to use it when we went on a mission luckily, but if it was an area where I needed to, essentially I'd be in front of everybody, like I was in there. So you would hold it like this, you do it in a motion like that. I would have essentially a spotter behind me, but he'd be 10 to 15 feet behind me. Reason being, you know, if I'm not doing my job correctly and I blow up, he doesn't blow up too. So I was pretty much the guy. If we had to, I would have to. If it was an area known to have IEDs, I would have to make sure we were safe. I didn't have to, but yeah. But then carrying all that shit, that's what I was getting at.
So never mind 10,000, y'all straight.
Yeah, cause
that don't sound too good.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. No, I was saying, I said I'm never gonna that the 10,000 like that. The housing, the allowance. Yeah. I'm okay.
It is crazy because when you actually going through your trainings and stuff, you're like, bro, like it sucks so bad. But when you out of it and look back on it, you're like, wow, I did that. Like I really went through that and I made it and I graduated. I'm proud of myself. Yep. Like I did it. Then people look at you like, oh, that's crazy. But it's like you don't think it's that crazy. When you look back, it's like, oh,
No disrespect to your question, but people's favorite thing to ask is about combat or if you've ever killed somebody.
Facts, they do.
But
I didn't want to say kill.
no, you're okay. You're okay. But what's crazy is there's certain shit like that may happen over there. Like there's kids over there that from the time that they're born to the time that you probably had to kill them or they killed you, that they're trained to kill you. And like I had known sergeants who I know one sergeant who I think if I remember correctly, he said that he was in that situation. It's kind of like. You know how fucked up that is?
That's a kid.
Like, you have a kid aiming a gun, an AK, or a rocket launcher at you, and it's like, if you don't kill that kid will kill you and potentially the other soldiers. So, you know how hard, like, a lot of people would die. A lot of people would die because they're not going to shoot the kid. You feel me?
But
I'm not saying I would shoot the kid. I've never been in that position. I can say what I want right now, but I've never been there. You feel me? And so, but. With that, I say that to say this. And shout out to my old first sergeant because he used to say, I say this all the time, and I say that shit to this day. You don't have to have you can be fucked up without having shot anybody or having been shot at.
No, I know that's true.
Like the only thing that bothered me from the when they would try to bomb the base. Was fireworks, and that was very briefly because they sound very, very similar to what it sounded like over there. Like the whistle, it's identical at first, So other than that, the stuff I told you guys earlier. But other than that, like, it's not for everybody. You feel me? Like, but I was saying like people don't realize like. You don't gotta kill somebody for it to be rough.
Yeah.
Like shit, before even the training I did to go to Afghanistan, I slept in mud for 3 days straight at one point in our tent. You feel me? When I was at where is it at? It's one of the bases in Kentucky. I was at Fort Knox. It's Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I did the training that I was telling you about, the Pathfinder training. I want to say it was 2 weeks. I might have lied when I said 3. I felt like it was 3 weeks. That shit was terrible. It might have only been 2. It might not even been. It was just crazy. And then we did this high speed pretty much means like, if I am like, I ain't gotta do shit.
But I remember when you talk about like what's like the best thing or like benefit. I always think like the best thing it seemed like to me. It seemed like gave people no discipline. It's like it seems like when you go to the military, it seems like you give people discipline to understand how like.
I don't think everybody gets that same discipline, but that's why I led with that though. Like to me, in my opinion, like how it benefited me might not be how it benefited everybody else. You feel me? I like what it did for me. Like I told you, it gave me confidence and maybe like the type of person I was. I said I was working at 15. I had a work permit and everything. By the time I had my job at the end of high school. Which I worked with Doughboy Dre. I'll tell y'all another story once we get past this question. I don't want to take too much time. But and here I go being high again. What the fuck did I just say, bro? See, you my personal.
I'm bad too, because I got fucked up memories. So I be trying to think. I'm like, shit, nigga. I was literally telling you about how discipline is one of the best things.
So, yeah, like, fuck it. We're going to go back to that. The discipline was, like, I appreciated the shit. Like, I remember by the time I worked at Lowe's, I believed in, like, the way I was. Like, in the Army, they tell you being on time is, like, early is on time is late, and being late is unacceptable. So, like me, when I was working at Lowe's, if I knew I might be late, I'd get there 30 minutes early. I've been an hour early to work just so that I wouldn't be late.
Because like that's how my dad would teach me. I'm like that because everybody, my family, I'm at work low key 20 minutes before I'm supposed to get every day.
Isn't that more comfortable? Because you get to chill, sit down.
I end up becoming late because I sleep in my car because I be at work so early.
Yeah.
But I love being, but that's one thing because I'm big on discipline, something like that. And that's always why, like, every person I ever met that was in the Army, like, if I work with them, something like that, I know it's that type of discipline. Like, they're going to go there early, they're always on time, they're going to leave when they're supposed to, and they're going to do their job. And that's a beautiful thing to me, that you understand you buy your hard work.
For real.
And
I was like that before the Army, but, like, I was definitely like that at the Army. But at the same time, after the Army, that's why I didn't even work for a year after the Army. Like, I had enough. I hadn't worked. I worked since I was 15. I worked in retail for.
I hate retail.
4 years, worst shit ever.
Worst shit.
I probably was in retail for 4 years, which is why my marketing is pretty good. Because I used to I was a loader, meaning I helped people load cars and push carts. I used to help with like the marketing shit with like some of the department managers if they needed help. Actually, one in particular, his name is Dev, and he was like, shit, I was 18 when I started working there. He was every young man should have a good role model, male role model. He was one of mine. I was in his wedding. I lived with him when I first came back from the army. It's my dog.
That's a friend for real.
But for real, that's like, I don't call him that. It's like my brother.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say that.
Like he wasn't a dad. I don't think I ever looked at him as a dad. Like, cause I want to say there's at least a 10-year difference, but it was more like
big brother.
But still at the age, no, he was in his, I'm lying. He was in. I want to say he was at least 30 or not, if not in his 30s when I was 18. So I worked at Lowe's. I started the day after my prom, so I didn't even get fucked up on prom. Like I was ready to go to work the next day. You feel me? I was working with Doughboy Dre at the time. That was around the time right when they were putting out their first CD. He gave me their CD. What's crazy? Shout out to Doughboy. Shout out to Dre. Junebug, you know what I mean? But I remember he gave me the CD. What was the first one? We Run the City, Volume 1 and 2, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to say it was Volume 1, if I remember correctly. This was 2007. And I remember playing it for my boys and shit like that. Still my friends to this day. Like my OG friends, for real. And they wasn't fucking with that shit for real. But not because it was bad, it's because they was listening to Blade Icewood, they was listening to the Cheddar Boys, and this is 2007, you feel me? Yeah. So, boom, this is 2007, you know, I'm working at Lowe's, you know, he didn't stay there for the whole duration of the time I was there. I left from there, went to work at Best Buy for a year, which they actually left me, I was on military leave, so what that meant was, as long as I didn't stay gone longer than my contract, I could come back and resume my job. Or even if it's not the same job, I come back to a job.
Right. That's
they legally cannot, they can't not let me come back.
Wow.
Like so no matter what, even the first day of basic training, I had a job when I came back. Yeah. So if I didn't make the basic training, I had a job. If I stayed for, like they won't do it, like if I re-enlist, then they probably not gonna hold it no more.
Right.
But anyway, so by the time I was leaving for the Army, everybody was banging that shit. Fucking, that's when they were getting signed. It was 2012. You feel me?
Yeah, I remember definitely about that time.
So when I came back from Detroit, when I came back to Detroit, for one, I remember I came back on leave right like a month or two before I actually got out, which was stupid as hell. But my little brother, he's not my actual brother. He's my best friend's little brother, but I call them my brothers. He's in jail right now. And I remember I was in the car with him, and he played Dex for me, and I never heard Dex. Like, so pretty much him playing that for me, and then probably the other people that he played for me at the time, I realized that there was a whole new scene in the 3 years that I was gone. Because when I left, it was Doughboys Cash Out. I don't know if Team Eastside was out then or not, but I didn't know about Team Eastside until I came back. You feel me? I was only gone for 3 years, you feel me? So when I left, all I knew was Doughboys, Blade, Cheddar Boys, the people that was out when I left. There was a whole new, like, there was Rocane, there was Stun Hard, Hot Boy.
I think they was.
But so I didn't know about them though. So when I came back, it was Rocane was on fire at the time. Rocane, Dex, the Hand Gang. Shout out to Bang and my niggas, you feel me? So it was just a whole new scene for me, you feel me? So
especially with Dex, he had Meek about to sign him. Like,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
That was big.
He should have just let the city like that talk.
Yes, like why would you stay?
Dex was
every time in every video talking crazy, like spicy.
That's crazy how time can change like that. Like how music, like how it literally can change just like that.
Yep.
Like people never thought.
I was gone 3 years. Like I was like, I know what you're saying, but I was gone 3 years, and it was 20 rappers that weren't rapping when I left. like Cash Kid was out, I was like, I don't think I ever heard of a Cash Kid song in 2012.
Right.
No.
So
He was like,
I feel like right now is a
He was
time
like-
too,
he-
a
I
time
think he was
change.
just-
Like
Yeah.
I can feel it moving, like with music or like anything. They feel like this time it's like time to get on. It's time to make something.
change for sure. Right
music is a hustle right now. It's not even about people who love music anymore. It's about motherfuckers who hustle.
That's what I don't kind of like though. I love
Yeah,
the
I
love
know.
for music. Man, I love music.
There's so many
kinda-
artists that come out every single day.
Man.
It's kind of like it's
man, water.
microwave era. That's what they call it.
Water.
Yeah.
The fast food era. That's like the fast food.
Just give it quick.
Like-
Everybody's there for the quick buck.
And then and even if they're not in there for the quick buck, there's like artists. It's like some of the biggest artists right now that are young niggas or just like newer artists. Like they make some really good music, but can you honestly say that they're gonna be here in 10 years?
No.
I don't.
But that's why I said.
I don't. Right now, I'd have to actually think about how many artists that are like big that are gonna be here are relevant in 10 years.
A lot of them not. A lot of them aren't.
No, I'll say like 80% of them are.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
It's like a couple that came
You know who
out
I
in
think,
the early
Mike?
2000s.
Think about people
You know
who
who's
get
not-
big. Think about people who
I
was
think
here 10
Cordae.
years
I think
ago.
Cordae will be here in 10
Yeah,
years.
that's just
Cordae,
it.
I fuck with Cordae, man.
Yeah.
Cordae cold.
Cordae
I'm not even.
so cold,
I gotta start
bro.
listening
So
to more
cold.
of his music.
Me too.
But
But like, I listen
I
to
can
God's
honestly say
album,
that
man.
he'll be here in 10 years. But go ahead, you can ask me some more questions.
Yeah.
Feel your shit.
Yeah, she's awake now. She's awake now.
What were you about to ask me?
But yeah, so we can actually get into the shits. We can actually, shoot the shits, get into some topics. So first off, I had well, first off, like this is the I was gonna actually say that all wrong. I'm a little blow. I'm sorry. But yeah, like Betty White just recently passed away.
R.I.P. Betty.
John Madden actually recently passed away.
So look, how old are you?
I'm 23.
24.
25.
24.
Alright, so I turned 33 last week on the 30th. Not even last week. I mean, yeah, I guess last week.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you. So,
lady.
I'm hot too, so I know the answer to this question, but Betty White was on Golden Girls, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I started
So look, I knew she was, but because I'm high, I was like, I might be saying some shit.
Right.
But I used to watch Golden Girls with my aunt and my mom and shit like that, and like, I'm not gonna lie, Golden Girls was a good show.
It was.
A lot of people don't realize how fine Betty White was in the.
She-
She was born in like the 20s or the 30s, but she was
born in
fine
the
as hell.
20s.
Yeah.
Bad.
She was just about to turn 100.
That's why when I posted a picture of her saying rest in peace, it was one of the pictures from her when she was like 20 years old.
Yeah, she was about to turn
so
100 on
beautiful.
January 17th. Her
Yeah.
birthday was just a few weeks
That's
ago.
all. That shit's scary that she died the last year.
99.
Yeah, she died the
99
last
years old.
shit. The last day of the year.
I just love her because she seems like, of course we don't
Shit,
know her, but
it's
she
been-
seems like a beautiful soul.
It's been a rough last few weeks because like I said, I watched that Harry Potter 20-year comeback to
Yeah.
Hogwarts special. And like I knew about a couple people that died, but I guess 15 people that were in that movie had died. Real like bawling, crying, like my eyes started to get hot. Like you know how like, you feel when you about to cry.
That's how I feel.
I didn't cry for real, but my eye like I just got a whooping or something.
Right.
Like,
That's how I felt. I think this shit they did
Like-
the Parker's reunion.
I ain't
was
gonna lie,
dang,
like I grew up reading the books and they started putting the movies out halfway through the series and stuff like that. But like Harry Potter changed the world. You feel me? Like,
Yes.
Harry Potter really changed the world. Like the way movies, like every Harry Potter. So the first Harry Potter movie made $1 billion. The second part of the last one made $1 billion as well. And then all the other ones either made 900 million or 800 million. Only one of them made 700 million.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that shit was crazy. There was a lot of people like main characters that died. Like I was like, shit, I didn't know about this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That
And
movie
then
made me
Hermione
feel.
started crying. I start like getting sweaty eyes. and shit.
I haven't like can't say like I'm a diehard fan, but like when I first seen the first, like it make you feel.
I think I didn't watch.
It's so amazing to watch it.
Twice since the beginning of December so far.
It's so
I was
amazing.
watching it on my
Do you
tablet.
know how long I want an invisible cover? Like,
Yeah.
just to walk
One of them
around.
invisibility cloaks.
Yes,
Yeah.
like, please give
That'd be
me
lit.
one.
That would be lit.
When I was-
Let me wear a visible
Man,
cloak.
I remember when I first
In
read
the
that shit
water.
about the invisibility cloak. I'm like, man, I want to know. I need
Man,
that.
yes,
I
I'm
need
like,
that.
I be walking in the room like, what they talking about?
in the
They
country,
talking-
like, just walking, nobody can see him.
Right.
Like, let me get one of those. I'm
That's
popping up.
Yeah, and John Madden, you know, rest in peace.
You know what's
To a
crazy?
legend.
I told my aunt who's 63 years old about him dying, and she didn't know. I told her how old he was. Like,
85.
I never knew how old he was. I did not know he was that old. Like,
He was coaching in the 60s.
I know it's been a minute, but like,
Yeah.
someone told me when like John Madden always looked old to me. Well, I'm older than that, the person who said that, so like I can get how that he always looked old to them. But like that shit, I didn't know how old he was. I remember
Because I remember I'll be watching
shit,
like the
from
NFL
Madden,
films
like,
and
last
shit
time I
like
probably
that.
looked at a picture of him was like 2008. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't. You feel me? Like,
You didn't know how
2008
old
was shit. That was 12 years ago. I mean, shit, less. What was that? 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Shit, my bad.
Yeah, nah, you good.
But I knew he was old because he coached in the NFL.
Man, me
back,
too.
like, I remember he
Me
started
too.
coaching in the NFL at 68. Like,
And like, shit, I don't know what the
68
fuck this shit is.
So I'm just
68 to 78. Like,
Like,
yeah, that was
I couldn't,
a
my
long time.
aunt couldn't believe it. You feel me? I was just like, my grandfather's in his 80s too. So, God bless. You feel me? But yeah, that.
I grew up a football fan, so I was like,
Now they say they
damn,
die in
I'm
threes.
trying
Who else died? You know, they say they die in threes. So it was Betty White and John Madden for sure. But somebody else die in the same time period? If not, someone else gonna die. I wish that don't nobody know. It
Yeah, but
happened.
no, it's
That's
yeah,
real.
no, yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's something like supernatural force, but they definitely do die in threes every
Yeah.
time. Every time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, people die every day, but it's always
Just because I feel like
three
this,
celebrities
anybody
at
who
a time.
they honoring lately, because John Madden, they just did a documentary on him. And then it's funny because Betty White's birthday just came up. I
That's
started reading
crazy.
the news.
Oh
and
no,
stuff
there was
talking about
three. Rest in peace, Dolph.
Yes,
Dolph,
Dolph.
Betty White, and John Madden.
That's
Yeah,
so crazy.
That shit is crazy.
It's crazy. Rest in
Dolph
peace.
was a
Rest in
good
peace to
guy,
all of them.
dog.
I,
Yeah, no,
man,
that's
I
literally
can't
was a
believe
good
Dolph got
guy.
killed, man.
Bro,
Rest
that
in peace,
man
Dolph, man.
was. He was a good guy. Like I
It's one of them things I'll be thinking just
Ooh,
for
you don't wanna
jokes.
do
How the
something
time
like
you
that.
see that shit, you just be thinking that shit a joke.
By the time I saw it that day, I wasn't really on social media, so when I saw it, it was already established. I'm like,
I
man,
forgot how the hell.
I damn near dropped a tear like I knew that man. For real.
I've been fucking with Dolph since I got out the army for sure.
Man.
So, what would you guys think would happen if social media had operating hours like businesses? Like if social media was open from like 9 to 5
I'm
or
just
9
let you
to
know,
9.
You have
That
a good
would be
feature
so
as an interviewer. I want to let you know that because like I interview people and I ain't never like thought to ask no question like that. So ask that question again. What would we do if we operated?
like, yeah,
you know what? I think I'd be happy because you know what? Like
Definitely.
I get anxiety when I open up my Instagram every morning because always negativity. That's one, and then two, like all the DMs, like. It's a lot of times people talking shit, so I have to open it to know, open it to see, thinking it might be an inquiry, and then someone saying some weird shit, and something about some fake NFT bullshit, or you feel me, business inquiries, and like in the same way with my phone, like I hate checking my phone in the morning.
Same.
But I think I would like it because I mean, so we can only get on it from that time.
Yeah, no, that I was saying, what would you think would happen, like if social media is like
the world
we can
become a
only
better
use it
place.
from 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m.
Social media,
What do you think?
Social media fucks people up.
Okay, so
very
let me
bad.
ask you this.
In so many ways.
So let me ask you this. What would you think would happen if
People
that?
would be mad as hell if they implemented that at first.
No, I'm saying like if it just happened right now. Like say
That's
or
what I
not.
mean.
Yeah,
So,
like
like,
say
if
like
they
in
imp-
the next couple months.
That's what I'm saying. If they implemented it like now, you feel
Like,
me?
people
Like,
would go crazy.
People would go crazy at first, but once they realize it is what it, people went crazy when we had the pandemic. You feel me? But the thing is, I guarantee you, like,
People adapt.
so what about what would the weekend hours
Facts,
be?
bro.
No weekends.
So-
Why? Whoa.
So even if
What do you
so,
mean?
so let's say,
Do you really?
hold on, time out. Some businesses are over the weekend. So let's just say hypothetically.
Okay.
Let's
yeah.
hypothetically say
Sunday they close.
So
Sunday
look,
they close.
okay, so look, even with
That's
that,
God's
I feel like them not. I feel like if they go from 9 or 10 p.m. to 6 to 8, whatever the business, you know, some businesses open earlier. So I say 9 to 8, right? That time alone, off social media, I feel like will impact everybody that is on it so much better for when you can't do it at night, when you should be getting your 8 hours of sleep. You feel me? Like it's bad for your eyes at night.
But I feel like it should be curated to the person.
How would you feel though if
That'd be a business.
how would you feel though when that happens though? Say like they change. Like I'm blowed, so I'm
So no, if they announced it tomorrow and like we just like and like implemented it like it happened when they said it.
No, but I'm saying, what if all of your social media goes to default? Like you're not using like you don't have no accounts no more. Like you guys are using it as a guest from 9 to 9 or
So
whatever
you don't
on
build
the
a
weekends.
profile.
Like say you don't have a profile. It's literally just a default thing that you do
So it's like
every day
blog, like looking at the blog.
Exactly.
I feel like people wouldn't want to use it as much.
Yep.
I feel like people would
or do you think something else would be created?
Something else.
Something
else, yeah.
Some form of content would be created, but for the most part, it wouldn't matter because it's like, how can you claim it like you're a guest? Everyone's a guest. I don't know how that would entirely work. You feel me? Like let's say, well, I mean, I guess you could like when you log in as a guest and you're watching this content, the guy would be like, hey, you can find me on YouTube. Or this is my website.
Exactly.
Find out more about me. Blah blah blah. It would change the dynamics of things, but as far as like, fuck that. In my opinion, I feel like that would be so good for people's mental health.
I agree.
Because when I regularly take breaks. Sometimes it'll be a week. Like that ass. Like
I don't understand why people don't
how
regularly
serious
take breaks.
Instagram is to people.
And I would say too, like if people had
She gonna try to find somewhere to pee.
I want to let you know.
Keep it on the pee
I want to let you know how serious
tell her
Instagram
potty.
is to people.
Go
I know
keep her on there
the
for a
last
minute.
break
Tell her
that I
potty.
took was for a whole week, right?
Go potty.
The last break I took from social media was a whole week. I know people are way too into it because I had at least 10 people hit me up who don't even hit me up on the regular anymore anyways to check on me because I hadn't posted anything. So it's like, yeah, you feel me? Like, so think about it. Remember when Instagram went down? What was it, a year or two ago? I was in South by Southwest, or I was in New York or something. I can't remember where I was at. But other than that, I was South by Southwest because like I thought it was my shit, and then I found out on the internet like everybody's shit was down. I mean, I went to Google and shit like that. But I think it would just help everybody's mental. You feel me? Like if it was mandatory to like have certain times where you couldn't access it.
I don't like at the certain time periods. It should be like a certain time for each person because say if you work during the day or that you work at night, it probably need to benefit more so the time that you go through your days.
That don't matter. Shit.
Nah, it don't matter.
You wanna know why?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Business is
What if it don't be like if you got a certain business? My business only works at night, so I gotta promote at this certain time, or it won't work for me.
Well, guess
so
what?
I calculated more so for you.
You trying to make that work, and your favor just goes to show how much you value social media.
Exactly.
You're trying to have.
But a lot of people do that for money wise.
But I get that, but so
because
you say, but my thing is,
I understand, like, say you already like to me should be a timetable. Just be on it for this much time.
If your business is
like an hour,
if your business is on social media, then your business will have the same business hours as everybody else.
Yeah.
No, but if you say you work a nightclub or something like that, that's not.
No, it's already on social media. Like your Instagram, there's a nightclub.
You have from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. to promote your parties.
Some people don't sleep during them days. When you work at a night shift, like damn, that's fucked up because you're not doing it through your. You just not on that shit. Period. Because that's not the time schedule you want on.
You gotta go back to the regular way.
Then that's when you don't have to invest in somebody to promote on your page.
Why not just be
access to your social media?
Why not be something like just times of the day? Like every person is curated for a certain amount of time. They can be on social media by themselves.
You could create something.
You can just be on there 3 hours a day.
Hold on,
it's just 3 hours for yourself.
That could work and still be what you said. So business hours, right? Like I feel what you're saying, business hours.
No, I was just
business hours.
I'm talking just on operating time, like business.
I'm just saying, like
how businesses are open.
That would work though too. Though, let's say a business is open for what 9 to 10 hours a day. Everybody, it doesn't matter what time they use it. They only have 24 hours to use it. They can use, like, let's say they do have a late night job. You feel me? They work nights at the plant. You feel me, or whatever.
Right.
You fucking shit. Everybody get 9 to 10 hours of social media time. You feel me? That'd be dope too. But
that's kind of still the same thing though.
No, that's what
they can utilize it, but not utilize it during from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Y'all talking about like gigabytes?
No, I'm saying what if you
instead
don't
of only being able to use it from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., be able to use
They can
your
use it
10
for
hours
for 10
in,
hours.
Yeah,
whenever
use your 10 hour whenever you want to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like gigabytes, you know how you use your gigabytes.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
whenever
Because what they
you
not
want.
woke 9 to 10. Like, what they have to do something at 9 to 10 when they gonna be on social media, period, on 9 to 10.
Like it's time.
Be on social media, like
You said what?
Yeah, a lot of people
it's
get paid
people on
for that.
social media to like they get paid to be on there, like models and stuff.
I feel like they might get
Well,
paid.
but that's not
They
through
might
like
get paid.
taxes or nothing. I mean, that's just you personally booking somebody.
They could get paid.
but
They
you
could
know, like imagine like cutting, you know, what they do from, you know.
But they might be able to get paid more.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
people are
They
gonna-
would
more
utilize the
people are
time
gonna
more.
be-
People time management. People
Everybody
time
like,
management
oh.
will get better. They'll be okay from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is what the fuck I gotta do.
Right.
I'm about to hop on such and such OnlyFans, woo woo, support her. Then from 3 to 4, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like people,
Y'all consider
time management
YouTube
will get
social
better.
media. I'll be pissed off.
I don't consider
Some people
that.
say that. I'm like, what?
No.
How the fuck?
That
I be
is-
pissed
that
off. They tell me I
That's
can't
not
use
social
YouTube
media
anytime I
yet.
want.
I don't care if you
He
post
said he was
shorts
YouTube
on.
Out there.
I also feel like that would be an amazing. That could be a real big money move too, to be able to do it like that. Because then somebody could invent something like you're talking about promote. What if I got a club, I got a party? You might be, you feel me? You might create a business wrapped around more promotions and shit like that. So you ain't got to put in that work. They can do it for you. Yeah, you create something like, you know, make it work. You make everything else work. Make it work. And I would love that. I wouldn't want to be on social media all day either.
I mean, I don't even have a Facebook for real.
I mean, y'all technically can already. We can technically already utilize our time whenever we want.
Yeah, you can.
without. We can't just deactivate our accounts.
That's why I say, like, people say that, but at the same time, shouldn't that be a personal problem? But we only talk about, like, you gotta help people and help themselves. No, help your damn self.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you really
gotta help yourself.
Yeah,
that's not on
like
social
me.
media,
I had to make that step to deactivate my page. Like, it kind of was a little hard because you do get in that routine and just scroll. Like you do kind of get used to it. Like it is now like a second nature thing to us humans. Like we're just used to it. But like when I
closed the app to get off of it and then put my phone down and then like in less than a minute picking it back up and back on there.
For
then
what?
realize
I've been thinking like, why did I just put my phone?
Yeah, why not just open this?
Like for what? Why would I just put it down?
It's like
it's hard. That
we
shit
be
is
talking
hard.
about how we be on social media today, but like kids do the same thing. Like when we were younger, I was outside.
Yeah, I used to love
trampolines, swinging on
riding bikes.
riding bikes around the block, man.
You know, taking bike rides and
My
stuff.
son, I'm grateful my son like being outside more than inside.
Yes, kids now today be on tablets, on YouTube and stuff. They
love
don't
being
even
outside.
go outside. now.
Y'all ever use one of them Oculuses, the VR?
I did.
That shit's sweet.
You be feeling like you're really in there. It's so lit. It's so lit.
I want to try the VR.
I'm getting one because I played it once. I say I'm sold.
I can
one of them right there.
I know a cheap one. So
I said I'm gonna sit on my bed sipping mimosas on the beach. If I can change the Oculus to what I want, girl.
Yeah.
We'll have to leave the bed.
So me and Win just got done watching. I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix.
Don't
the
Look
movie
Up.
called Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I saw it as soon as you were able to watch it.
Yeah, it was.
I've been
really
waiting
good.
on it for months. Actually, it was an amazing movie.
It was really good.
Like I know everybody said it was a good movie, but I think it was like it was.
It definitely shows
That was
the honest truth
perspective,
about how us Americans will
My
react.
favorite part about that movie was the people that were talking shit about it were the exact same people that movie was making fun of.
Yep. And my favorite
That's the
part,
part right
actually, my favorite part was when they were at the like presidential like I don't know like meetup or whatever, and the one man just look up like he's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
Like, and then everybody
You
just
lied to
like,
us, yeah. My favorite part really is the end. Like,
that's why it is.
That's what
I'm not even talking about when they got to the next planet. That was funny. I'm talking about they died.
Yeah, when they died, yeah.
I was surprised they was gonna do that.
I kind of got the feeling that they might, but I wasn't sure because nobody does that. And
Yes.
then, like, you have that suspense all the way to the last minute. Like, you know, after like it's coming and they know blah blah blah. You still think like something's gonna happen.
And they were holding that shit, so they're trying to be so normal.
Yep.
They try to act so
But not
normal.
that, like, I was I was very surprised they actually would do that in a movie. A lot of times, you know, they will be so like psychedelic, like.
That's why I enjoyed it. Like, it was so real.
Like,
Yeah, it was definitely.
It's people mental for me the way you could just sculpt a person's perspective and they show you through social media.
It was so realistic.
It's crazy.
Like if we got a news report right now saying that in 6 months the asteroid is gonna hit this Earth, and if it hits this Earth, we're all gonna die unless we can stop it. Like people, you know how many people wouldn't believe it?
Yeah, you know.
Most people would like. That's the thing.
They wouldn't. Most people wouldn't. I think that shit's a
That's why that movie was so good, because that shit is so real. Like,
and they already know about it before.
Like they didn't believe it until they saw it. Like for real, they're like, oh damn.
Right.
Right.
They tried to tell y'all.
Now y'all want to freak out because you can see it.
Yeah.
No, it told you 6 months.
But okay, you can tell that movie was made during the COVID, like during COVID though.
And the craziest part, you know what to do here? The craziest part is like I feel like the government would do the same thing and try to mine that shit instead of breaking it up too.
Wasn't for sure would do that.
That movie was just like a comedy version of real life.
That's crazy.
Shit, life is like a comedy right now.
Yeah,
like a Simpson episode.
But you know what made me fuck up too? I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio guy was Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they just threw Dr. Fauci out there to talk to the public and he wasn't prepared? I feel like Dr. Fauci is not prepared.
He was lying his ass
and
off.
he had to lie his ass off because Dr. Fauci just got thrown out there to the wolves and we put everything on this one man. I feel like that's what the government did to Dr. Fauci.
Pretty much.
It's like, come out here, tell them everything, and he just stuck in that position. It's like, what you gonna do?
That's more like sticking up for him, in my opinion. I'm not gonna stick up for him. He's still a piece of shit, but he definitely did get blindsided.
He get blindsided. He a piece of shit because you still have that choice.
And not even just that. I don't think he's a good person. Like I
heard some bullshit about him
I'm
too.
a very empathetic person. You feel me? So like I don't know.
I heard some bullshit about him, like studies he did back in Africa.
Like Biden. I don't like Biden because people say, oh, this was in the past, but. Just
so then it's like picking two evils.
I know I'm high, but I'm pretty certain he was part of the 95 crime bill.
He was, he was.
Okay,
he
was.
was.
Just making sure. And so it's like people like, oh, time has passed, he's a different person. So what about when he was at this at a fucking speech before he got elected, and he was talking to a predominantly black crowd, and like putting super emphasis on certain words, like he was saying something, and be unchained. Like he put his hand up like this and said unchained, like, nigga, what?
He tried to use these crimes.
What you mean unchained, bro?
But you know he never apologized for doing that.
And then he said some other shit, like, and then he was talking about the way that he described Obama, how he was like a well-educated black African American male. He's clean and decent and like just like
I need to stop talking that shit. Obama,
and this was recently. This was right before he got elected. It was worse than what I just said.
Obama never.
That shit was whack.
And you know, it took his ass a long time for Obama to endorse him.
Yeah, everybody's talking shit about him right now. And it's like shit.
I think we just picked the lesser two evils. In my opinion, I picked him because I really didn't fuck with Donald Trump.
Like,
so it was hard.
Trump,
like,
I ain't gonna lie. I hated Trump. Trump.
I didn't know what to do.
Trump did way better than he did.
But to me, it was like, I don't know what to do. You didn't know.
Trump came with drama, but he got way more done.
He did.
He got like. Shit, that's my first time ever speaking about some shit like this on camera. I forgot.
I'm like, bro, they all just bro. None of them mean nothing. None of them mean nothing.
I don't know. I feel like Trump has done more in a sense, in certain areas.
Yeah.
And don't ask me to get into it because I don't even like talking about politics.
Man, right. They get deep.
But yeah, it was really the lesser of the two evils for real. But like, I don't know. I feel like Trump did more. He just came with.
I feel like that every time you vote,
he was blunt too.
I feel like every time. That's
every
how
time
with Hillary and Trump. It was like, damn, you did hear a lot of bullshit Hillary used to do back in the day. Like, Hillary was on some shit.
I never even got to say my question.
Oh,
like, yeah, I don't want to talk about the politics. Like,
right.
yeah. Like,
what's up? What's the question?
So the question is, what would be the first thing you'll do? Like, once you find out the world is ending, like, when you hear that information, like, what are you doing? Are you just gonna go like with just your everyday life, or does everything about everything you've been doing changes?
How long I got?
I'm saying like
the 6 months.
Yeah, the 6 months.
You found out that first when they first.
Yeah, when they first said like when you hear that shit on the radio or like on TV.
I don't know that anybody can say with certainty what they would do. Like
yeah.
you can say this right now, and like when it happened, like for one, something might change in 6 months, or like I don't know.
Almost in my opinion, I think
I would just make sure that when the time comes, that shit, my son's with me, or I'm with my son. Shit. I mean, what can you do? Shit. If I'm not able to help the niggas that's supposed to stop the shit, then what can I do? That's what I said,
because I was like, I would went to everyday
I'm gonna be upset.
I would just assume
all the stages of grief and like whatever. Like it's not like they tell people they have a certain amount of time to live, and sometimes they die before, sometimes they die after. But it's like if you're telling everybody in the world at the same time that we can't stop it and it's hitting, like that's just different. You can't honestly say right now what you would do then because I don't even know.
But at the time they thought it was gonna stop. I feel like I would went to everyday life because I'm thinking they're gonna stop it.
Like I'm not gonna just stop doing everything I'm doing, but even then, like I don't know if I would. Like shit, if that really happened, I might not want to do anything. You feel me? Like in the house every day, I might stream shit.
Like the last few days,
I feel like that's like
I gotta watch the Harry Potter saga like 6 to 4 times real quick. You feel me?
You know how he was talking about fear?
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like just because all of a sudden now it's like, oh, a near-death experience or a fearful thing might happen. Now everybody's like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? It's like every day that's how you should live.
Stop shooting the couch.
Because you don't know when the last day gonna be. You never know. It could happen anytime. So just because they're telling you, oh yeah, now something's coming, you got this much time to live, now you want to live. You're supposed to live in your moment every day. Appreciate what you have every day. If someone to come and say you about to die because a big old meteor about to hit the earth, you should love and appreciate and be proud of what you did. Period. Live every day. If you die, you die. If you don't, you don't.
That's kind of how I feel about this. Slightly a little bit like that.
Things should always be moved like that. Like people worry about too much shit. They ain't even got nothing to do with them. Like you gotta live your life for you. That's how the way it should be. Like your journey and everything, like God wrote everybody's path and journey and experiences differently. Like you gotta worry about yourself. You gotta live for you. Like you can't live for everybody else.
You know the Buddhist people that meditate every day
in gratitude.
If they heard something like that was gonna happen, you think they all about to be tripping? No, they gonna be.
Shit, some of them might.
I'm just going with the flow with life.
That's how I feel about every day. I just go with the flow.
I be open to everything.
But I'm going with the attitude that is the title of my first book I'm reading this year. It's the How to Not Give a Fuck with or whatever.
I heard about that.
I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right, but like shit.
How to unfuck yourself?
No, how not to give a fuck.
Oh, okay. I was about to say how to unfuck yourself is a that's a really good book.
There's a lot of books with fucking and
shit to me.
Don't got nothing to do with fucking.
It's written by a Britain author.
Yeah, I don't think I would have ever seen a book with just fuck in the title.
Yeah.
I was like,
I actually have a book right now that I'm reading called Stop Doing That Shit.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love that. It's funny, but like I've been reading since I was. Once I've been reading since I was 3 or 4. My godmother, she made sure I read a lot, but I loved it. Like I had a college reading grade level in my 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
I read my first Stephen King book probably when it was like 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like 500-600 pages. It was actually they made a movie of it. The movie was good, but the book was amazing. It's called it was like an alien movie. Like most of the movie took place in this cabin in the woods in the snow. It was wintertime. What the fuck is that shit called? It was a good ass Stephen King movie. It was a book though. I mean, it was a book. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good ass movie.
I don't read his books.
Damn, bro. Yeah, but no, I love reading. Like I read all the Harry Potter books. I read every Chronicles of Narnia book. I read I like to read shit now that it teaches me stuff. I've always liked learning, so
right.
That's why I'm going to school too.
I feel like I take patience. I'm not like reading. I read quick little articles for
It took me a minute to get back into it.
I don't know what that shit.
That should take a minute to actually go through a whole book and
listen to audio.
As long as I could pee and I was fed, I would read for 6 hours at a time when I was young. You feel me? Like it took me a minute to get back into reading. Like not because I didn't like it, but because it's been so long since I've read like that. Probably since I was like 18 or 19 was when I started like reading a lot. You know? And so I'm 33 now, so you know, like it wasn't that I didn't know how to read anymore. It wasn't that like it wasn't like I like got worse. But what it was is like that's a lot of time and a lot of shit changed. Like I wasn't using social media back then. Like my attention span and the addiction that social media brings with it is something different. So you feel me? Like I love reading. Reading, everybody should read. That's where all the head of knowledge is. That's where all the money at.
I love reading.
I'm not saying you gotta go to college, but 9 times out of 10, anything that you learn that's worth anything as in regards to making money, it'll come out of the book, right?
Yeah.
So, or for somebody who probably use books to get to where they're at,
Right.
so they apply the book in themselves to what they teach you. So
I was gonna say it's giving you.
It's giving you.
It's giving you off of Joe.
Reading is amazing.
Because Joe,
It's amazing.
he was into books though. He's very, very smart, very clever, very clever.
Yeah.
If you get bored and stuff, pick up your phone, pick up a
I
book.
still haven't watched that yet.
It's amazing.
I know everybody talk about it.
The last
I did
season
watch
was
everything.
too
Don't make me talk
predictable, and it was just too much killing. At that point, it was like, bro, how you guys are even getting away with this?
Bro, you got both intelligent murderers together.
No, that shit was too.
I'm the only one here that probably watch it.
Nah,
I love that movie.
She's a
I love it.
I rewatched it.
and then Love was just crazy as hell. She was just killing people off her impulse. Like,
I love
and at that point, she was just
that
moving dumb
I
as
just
hell.
literally
like-
just started
Yes,
watching.
I used to be.
I'm sorry, what was your next question? Did I mess up? No, bad.
Conversations everywhere.
Nah,
Yeah, we were talking about, he asked me if I watched Breaking Bad. I did.
I'm trying to get her.
I watched a
Breaking
lot of
Bad,
shows
man.
during the pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
So
my favorite
the last
show.
time I used to watch TV, I want to say it was like 2011 for real. Because in the army, like I had TVs, but it was really movies. Like I didn't get cable. So like I used to go to the theaters for movies and shit like that. Like movies were my thing. I still love movies. But like in 2011, I had like one TV show that I watched. And so during the pandemic, I streamed a lot of shit. Like I watched the whole Green Arrow series probably 3 times. I watched Shameless. That's probably one of my favorite TV shows.
Shameless is so fun.
Everybody talking about Shameless
TV
is
shows
amazing. I
I
still
ever
haven't
watched.
watched that, man.
Shameless. What else did I watch? I watched The Flash.
Yes, oh, I love
Black Lightning. I watched.
I love Black Lightning.
I watched. Shit, name some shows y'all watched. I probably watched them.
I don't be watching.
I don't watch the new Power show. I didn't even finish the
I watched
original
My
Power.
Thoughts.
What's that?
She's at watch. She's talking about something.
Oh, I do that too. Like I'm in my head 24/7 too. Go ahead.
I watch
I'll talk forever about TV. What's your next question? My bad.
That's
Don't get
funny.
me talking.
We need to start talking about film.
I had to pee, y'all. My bad. What's that?
Back it up.
She heard the crunching.
Yeah.
She want to crunch too. She want to crunch too.
Alright.
I don't got no food.
So last topic of this show. Well, how do you guys feel about having like boy best friends, girl best friends? Because I hear that still is like a huge thing that's not like okay to have. Like, are you okay with, say you were talking to a girl
I
like with
dated
the whole?
a couple females that had guy best friends, and like, shit, I'm still friends with some of the guys that she had as guys friends. You feel me? Like, Stewie is an example. One of those people. I knew Stewie when he was like 14 or no, wait. How young was Stewie, bro? I don't think he was 18 when I met him. He was young. He's been doing that party shit for a long time.
Right? Yeah, he has.
Like I remember he rented up this law space, but whatever. I'm sorry, I'm high still. What was the question again?
No, you good.
Boy or girl best friend.
Like, have you ever?
So, it really depends. I think it's like case by case thing. You feel me? Because it's like, typically, like in all reality, some like opposite sex friendships, they may not have tried like to do anything before, but a lot of them, they're friends because they have tried something before, and like one time was enough. You feel me? And not in a bad way. It's just it is what it is.
Right.
It depends on if it's detrimental to the relationship, I feel like, or I feel like within reason, if let's say I'm dating a girl and or like I'm dating a girl and I have a female friend and she's uncomfortable with it, to an extent, I invite her along with, you feel me? So like, they can be friends and be comfortable around each other, blah blah blah. Like if I ever had a female friend while I'm dating somebody, that's what I would do. And I feel like, at least like. Because some people don't care, some people do. So, like, if you give a fuck about the person you're dating and they care that you have a opposite sex best friend or friend, you feel me? Like, nah, friend and brother is a whole different thing. You feel me? Like, a female shouldn't even tell her boyfriend that she has a bro. You feel me? Because that's definitely the person that is either still fucking or they fuck. And they didn't stop fucking.
Y'all look at her face. Look like she did that shit before.
You was guilty as fuck.
No, I laugh because I was in a situation like that. But I believe,
both could be either one. Like,
but I believe they never did anything. They just, had a genuine platonic relationship.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. A person that like either one of them can, be like a bro or a best friend they can be fucking either one of them, but like, I feel like that's the difference between the two. Like, bro is like, don't tell me you got no bros.
So you're not cool with the bros.
I don't care if you've known this bro for 10 years. Like, no, if it's her real brother, yes. If it's really her brother, why would I not be? You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
Your bros, no.
Bros.
It's I'd say, 10% of the time, a bro has not smashed. You feel me? Like 90% of the time, they fucking for sure.
Yeah.
So
how you feel about
so
that?
with friends though, yeah. I'm pretty kind of straight. If they gonna cheat, they gonna cheat.
It's some people out here that is like that. It's some people that is not.
I've been insecure in that situation, and I've been secure. So.
I am still friends with the person that have this person as a brother. So.
And I understand that too, but like,
I've had some people that bring insecurity out of me. I've been secure before that. You feel me? Like.
But a brother, someone that, or with me, I call someone my brother. This is what we talking about. I got a brother. I never had older siblings. He's like an older brother to me.
And that's why
I look at him as, ain't none of that.
You're part of that 10%.
But what my man feels some type of way, I hope not. Like, they be looking like, oh, you got a brother. No, that's really my brother.
You said brother. We talking about bros. It's kind of a little bit.
Oh, I ain't got no bro. I ain't got no bro.
I got a brother.
The way you said brother, I 100% believe it.
Not no bro.
You said brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say bro. But it's like you're part of the 10%. I'm telling you, but the other 90%, like the bros, brothers, whatever.
That's that. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming through on Shooting the Shit Saturdays. Thank you guys. Tune in every single Saturday here at 8 o'clock. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, Asha. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you guys so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys tune in. Fuck with me. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you again. This is my first podcast interview. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.